It had been less than a month since the nation erupted in protest following the killing of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer when, on June 27th, San Diego officers shot a man in downtown. Almost immediately, the news was up on social media, and protesters gathered at the scene and called for the release of the officer's body camera and other video of the shooting. Until last year, such calls would often fall on deaf ears. Police agencies weren't required to release video in a specific time frame, so in many cases, they would keep it secret indefinitely. But a new state law, AB 748, requires release of these videos within 45 days. In this case, the San Diego Police Department released a video within 24 hours.
Hey man, let me talk to you for a second. Stop! 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 Just your hands!
But the video didn't include all the raw footage of the shooting. Instead, the department paid a private contractor $5,000 to produce a package chronicling the event. The complete digital evidence of the shooting hasn't been released yet, and likely won't be for at least a year or more when the full investigation into the shooting is complete. This approach does not violate the law, says police spokesman Lieutenant Sean Takeuchi.
What it says is release video essentially to the public so that the public understands what occurred. It doesn't say release of all video. It doesn't say release of all raw images.
But some open record advocates and activists like Tasha Williamson aren't satisfied.
If we're going to talk about transparency, I call Chief Nislight the chief of transparency because he's not, right? So for me, if he's the chief of transparency, then release all the videos.
Takeuchi disputed any suggestion that the department would produce misleading videos.
No, because the video isn't about releasing what's the best. Releasing the video is about what happened.
It was produced by Vacaville-based Critical Incident Video. Former TV news journalist Laura Cole started the company last year and now has contracts with about 100 police agencies statewide.
We're going to review the body cam footage. We're going to ask for the 911 call if there was one. We're going to ask for witness statements. We're going to ask for any cell phone footage that might be taken by a bystander. We're going to ask for surveillance video, anything that would help bring context to the situation.
She then creates productions that usually last for about 10 minutes. San Diego's videos often start with a message from Police Chief David Nislight describing the context of the shooting.
He delayed, moved slowly, and then an officer saw him reach for a gun.
The video uses maps, audio from 911 calls, and on-screen text to give more information before showing footage of the actual shooting. Cole says she produces objective accounts of the incidents, but she acknowledges that she's being paid by the departments, and they have final say over the version that is released to the public.
Obviously, at the end of the day, this is their video, so they could take something out or add something in that they wanted.
Cole says San Diego police and other departments will tell her what footage they want redacted before she starts editing, but she's never had a department order changes to a video after it's been produced.
They are being hired and paid, right, by the police department.
Bailing Shaw is the dean of the College of Communications at California State University, Fullerton. She says that doesn't make the company a truly objective outside source.
All of us are so inundated on a daily basis with information that having that information framed for us and contextualized for us is helpful to our understanding. However, because in some communities there has been a history of mistrust between community members and law enforcement, this is where you run into a challenge if there is a perception that somehow information may be framed in a way that is not supportive of people being able to fully and accurately draw their own conclusions.
San Diego police have released all the videos of their officers shooting people in the past year, except one. That should show an officer shooting a woman in her apartment in the East Village on May 23rd. Tomorrow, we'll explore the reasons why it hasn't been released. Claire Trageser, KPBS News.